Welcome back to Dice and Anarchy. Tonight we're playing a three-way plane chase game, and I am playing Sir Elenora.
I am playing Zhulodok, Void Gorger.
And I am playing Tasha, the Witch Queen. Planeswalker.
Dropping 3 cards.
Seven.
5.
11.
Hmm?
Or 3.
Where are you going
You're
first?
still highest.
Alright, so actually I want to drop a card. I draw.
Nope.
Or
Untap.
Upkeep. So I roll this.
Yep.
Nothing
No.
happens.
Okay.
No, we would start with 1 on the field. Sorry. Fertile Lands of Salvinia. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced.
She lands tap for 2.
Well, I didn't roll the thing though.
Back. No, that starts with that.
Yeah, we're supposed to start with 1.
So whenever I tap a mana,
Yeah, an extra 1 that it can produce.
okay. I'm going to go to my draw step.
Yep.
I'm gonna play a land for turn. Tap the island for Harrier Strix. 1/1 flying. When it enters the battlefield, I can tap target permanent.
So you still have a blue floating.
Yep. And I'll pass. So I can use the mana to roll and try to get that.
The chaos or to move.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, nothing.
Okay. Onto upkeep.
Nothing
Nothing.
happens.
Draw. Waste.
So everyone's mana taps for more?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That it can produce already. So that can
Until
only do
someone
2 colors.
triggers like
This
the
can do
chaos
2
thing.
wastes. So for 2 wastes, Eldrazi Mimic, because he's 2 colorless.
Hmm.
And that's all I can do. Your turn.
Untap, upkeep, nothing happens, and I draw. My land per turn is an island. I'm going to tap the island for 2 blue mana to play Isochron Scepter, and on the Isochron Scepter, I'm going to imprint, negate, counter target non-creature spell. I'll pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep. I did the next plane symbol.
Yep,
Ready?
so that moves the planes.
Okay.
And next one is, ooh, it's a phenomena. We get the Mutual Epiphany. We each draw 4 cards.
1, 2, a 3, a 4.
And then we go to the next actual plane, which is the Panopticon.
Oh.
When we planeswalk to it, draw a card. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card.
Everybody draws a card right now? When we planeswalk to it?
It says you. So I'm guessing,
It's my turn right now.
yeah.
So you would draw an additional
Yeah.
card.
Another one?
And Chaos, draw a card.
I'm gonna play a swamp. I'm gonna tap 2 to play Devour Flesh. Target player sacrifices a creature, then gains life equal to that creature's toughness on your Eldrazi. And then I'm gonna swing 1 flying in the air at you, Ripley.
Oh? 1 flying?
You good?
Yeah, I passed my turn.
Untap, upkeep, roll. Hey, planeswalk.
Uh-oh.
spatial merging. When you encounter reveal cards from the top of your player deck until you reveal 2 playing cards, simultaneously planeswalk to both of them. Put all other cards revealed this way onto the bottom of the planar deck in any order. So the Golden City of Orazka, and the Gold Meadow.
2 planes back to back. So what happens when we get to both of those at the same time?
Orazka. Ascend. And whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, then draw a card if you have the city's blessing. And then the Gold Meadow. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, that land's controller puts 3 0/1 white goat creature tokens onto the battlefield.
Oh.
So all 3 of those are open right now?
No, just the 2.
Yeah, it's just the 2 because of that.
Going away
okay.
from there.
So whenever you put a land, we get 3 0/1 goats.
Yep. Until
And
we
then-
walk away from these both simultaneous.
Yeah, and then I'll draw for my turn. Reliquary Tower.
Oof.
Tap 1 for Soul Ring.
You get 3 0/1 goats.
Oh, yeah.
You do get 3.
Then for 3, I can cast Glaring Fleshraker. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn. And whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under my control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Your turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, upkeep. During my upkeep, I have to. Nothing happens on my upkeep. Got no plane chase. My land return is an island. I get 3 0/1 goat tokens. I will tap 2 to play Spreading Seas, enchant land. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card, and enchanted land is an island. I'm putting that on your reliquary tower. I draw a card. We're going to drop the Preening Champion and the Xeric Strobe Knight as we go to my end step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll pass my turn.
Alright.
Untap, upkeep, you gotta spin that die.
Untap, upkeep, nothing.
Nice.
Nothing happens. I draw. I play an island. I will swing 1 flying in the air at Sean.
Ooh.
And then I will pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Roll.
Nothing happens.
You've been making your treasures, right?
For
Dealing combat damage.
he should have just once.
For Rogue's Passage, I'm going to have 6 goats. 4 for Throwing Dynamo.
Not good.
I'm gonna counter. No, I'm not gonna counter that.
That'll be a
I'm not gonna be hateful.
That'll be a colorless spell being cast, so I'll get a spawn that I can sacrifice for a colorless.
Do you have to tap second? And does it
No,
come
I
up
can
like
just
that?
it's just
Okay.
sacrifice. I'm gonna tap the Throwing Dynamo for 1. Roll the planar die. Hey, Planeswalk.
So you still have 2 colorless floating.
Yeah.
Where are we going to?
Fields of Summer, Moag. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player may gain 2 life. Chaos. Whenever you roll Chaos, you may gain 10. So, 2.
Wow. What am I gonna play, huh?
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Blending in. Nothing happens. And I draw. My land return is an island. Nothing happens when the land comes into play.
Nope.
Colorless for a soul ring.
Gain 2 life.
Yep. I'm gonna tap 2. And 1 for the Darksteel Ignite.
Gain 2.
Gain 2 life.
What does the Dark Steel Ingot say?
It's indestructible. I tap it to add 1 mana of any color to my mana.
Can it be countered?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna counter it. We both draw a card.
What's the spell called?
Dream Fracture.
Dream Fracture. Counter target spell. Its controller draws a card, and you draw a card for 3 mana. I'll draw my
So
card.
you take the 2 back then.
And I gain 2.
I get that back. from
You get the
Soul
2 life back.
Ring? Oh, I get the 2 life away. I tap the Soul Ring for the 2 mana. So I have 1 mana left. With 1 mana, I'll tap 1 to spin the die. And chaos ensues, so I gain
gain
10
10
You
life.
may gain 10.
I'm gonna gain 10. And I'll pass my turn.
Alright.
During your upkeep, you
On top. Upkeep. Nothing happens. I'm gonna tap 2. To Demonic Tutor. Search your
Ooh.
library for a card.
Ooh,
Put that card into your hand, then shuffle.
wow.
I will pay 1 to roll the
Planner die?
planner die. Skip the planes to the next plane.
To the next plane.
Nice. I benefited so much from that plane.
Windriddle Palaces. Players play at the top of their library is revealed. You may play the top card of any player's library. When you roll Chaos, each player puts the top card of his or her library into the graveyard.
Nice.
So we can just play anyone's.
I could play a Maggot Carrier if I had black mana. I could play his.
Reality Slasher.
Yep.
I will swing 1 flying at Ripley,
I will take the 1.
and then I'll pass.
Okay. Draw.
That's a land. Sanctum of Ugin on top of his library.
It says you may play the top card of any player's library, so I will play the top of
Yep.
my
You
library.
don't cast a land, you play it. You got a Sanctum of Ugin
So
out.
I can, and then.
Oh,
it's
Kadana's banner.
No, it's Vanquisher's banner.
Vanquish. Said the wrong one.
5. Horizon Stone. Colorless card, or colorless spell being cast, so I'll have another spawn.
Those are 0-1s or 1-1s.
0-1s.
Okay.
The goats were
0-1s.
0-1s as well. Okay.
Yeah. You got 6 of those and 2 0-1s.
Yeah, I know. I have an army of just defenders.
Yep.
Use that for generic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sack 1 for Reality Smasher. Trample Haste. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, counter that spell unless they discard a card.
How much does that cost?
I don't know, but it's 5. I got another.
Yeah, you got
I got another spawn. I'll sack both my spawn to put 2 onto the Horizon Stone. Then I'll use 1 to reroll and get nothing out of it. Who has buffer blockers?
I have 3 0-1s.
I also have 3 0-1s.
We're at 5 trample. 5/5.
I'll take the 5.
Your turn.
Untap. During my upkeep, I roll my planner die. And we plane shift.
No,
No, that's chaos.
that's chaos.
Oh, that's chaos.
Each player puts the top card of his or her library into their graveyard. So my Vanquisher's banner goes to my graveyard.
Top card's still revealed.
Top card's still revealed.
Yeah.
And then I draw. My land per turn is an island. I'm going to tap 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Curse of Echoes, enchant player. Whenever enchanted player casts an instant or sorcery spell, each other player may copy that spell and may choose a new target for the copy that they control.
Why
Playing
me?
that on you.
Why me?
Well, I think you're going to be the funnest to put that on. So, I will also tap 1 to spin the planar die. And nothing happens. I'll move to my end step, and it is your turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. I roll the planar die. I shift the planes.
That is shifting the planes.
Yeah. We go from there.
Nothing happens when you walk away from there?
No. Stronghold Furnace. If a source would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double instead. Chaos. Whenever chaos ensues, Stronghold Furnace deals 1 damage to any player, which of course would be
Doubled.
doubled to 2.
What a time for OR actional.
Alright.
Alright.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I play with the top card, reveal.
Nope, not yet, not still.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Alright.
No.
I will play a land per turn. A swamp. I'm gonna tap 2 to play Dothy Voidwalker. I'm gonna tap. You got any creatures?
3/0/1s. Goats.
I'm gonna tap 3 to return your thing that costs 5.
What
Your
are you
5/5
casting?
trample repulse. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card.
So that's an instant or sorcery?
Yeah.
Each other player can copy that.
If
Because
have,
of Curse
if they
of
have the
Echoes.
mana for it,
No.
they can just copy it for
Yep.
free.
Yep, because of Curse of Echoes.
I'm gonna copy it and return your Delphi Voidwalker.
I'm going to copy it and return your other creature to your hand. So what are you targeting? With that... One of these? What are you targeting?
I targeted Sean's his 5/5
Return
trample.
target creature
You're
to its
targeting
owner's
this.
hand,
Huh? Yeah.
and then draw a card.
Yeah.
You're just going to return that to your hand
Yeah.
and draw a card.
Why would I do one of his 0/1s?
Right.
I was trying to
Okay.
do your expensive guy.
So that guy goes back to your hand, you draw a card.
Everyone draws a card.
I'm going to copy that and return that the black card, the Douthie. Sean's doing the Douthie. I'm going to do the blue one to your hand. I'm going to draw a card, and Sean's going to draw the card for the Douthie.
Well, I can't do anything else, so I pass.
Cards in your hand?
I think so.
Upkeep. Hey, Planeswalk.
You got away from there.
Gavany. All creatures have vigilance.
Oh.
Whenever chaos ensues, creatures you control being indestructible kind of turn.
Oh.
Draw. Uggin's Labyrinth with Breaker of Armies imprinted, so that way it taps for 2. 5. Reality Smasher. Get a spawn. 2. Suspicious Bookcase. 3. Tap it. Target creature can't block this turn. Tap.
Not rolling away.
2. Tap.
Oh. Nothing again? What's the base effect of this plane again?
All creatures have vigilance.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing again.
Who was off of blockers?
I have 3/0/1s. I believe Justin does too.
Your turn.
On tap, during my upkeep, I will roll the planar die and we walk away.
Oh, really?
What happened?
Undercity reaches. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may draw a card. Whenever chaos ensues, you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game.
Oh, I get draw.
Yep.
Well, end of turn is an island. We're going to tap 5 to play Baral's Expertise. Return 3 target artifacts and or creatures to their owner's hands. Then I may cast a card with CMC 4 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost. I'm going to go your creature, your mana floater, and the not the Soul Ring, but the other
You
mana.
have to discard a
rock
card starting it.
Here, it's fine.
So, Reality Smasher, Horizon Stone,
And the not the Soul Ring, but the other mana rock. The what is that?
Thran Dynamo.
The Thran Dynamo.
They go to my hand.
To their owner's hands, yes. Then I may cast a card with CMC 4 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost. That's going to be the Bloodline Pretender. That's a changeling. When it enters the battlefield, I choose a creature type. I'm going to choose Knights. Whenever another creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 counter on Bloodline Pretender. So whenever a knight comes into the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. I'm going to tap 2 to play Amoeboid Changeling. It is a shapeshifter with Changeling. So with Changeling, it means that the creature is all creature types, so does a knight. So Bloodline Pretender gets a +1/+1 counter on it. I can tap Amoeboid Changeling to give target creature all creature types until end of turn, and I can tap it to also make target creature lose all creature types until end of turn. I will pass my turn at that.
Untap. Upkeep, I will roll the dice. I roll chaos. So I have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game.
Yeah, keep this. You're the mimic. You have no maximum hand size.
Word up. Alright, I will draw. Play an island. I'm going to tap 2 to play Dothy Voidwalker. I will tap 1 to play Harrier Strix. When it enters, I can tap target permanent. What is he, a 3/3?
Right now, that is a 3/3. That is a 1/1. These are 3/0/1s, and this doesn't have any mana I can access to tap it.
I'm gonna tap your big guy. I'm gonna tap 3, 2, or 1 blue and 2 colorless to play Geyser Drake. 2/3 flying. As long as it's not your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And then I will pass because I can't do it. I'll pass because I can't do anything.
Untap. Upkeep.
Nothing happens.
Nothing. Draw. Arcane Lighthouse. 4. Thran Dynamo. Colorless spell. Giving me a spawn. 5. Horizon Stone. Colorless spell. Giving me a spawn. 1. This taps for 2 because that's the imprint. Get rid of these 2. Reality Smasher. Get a spawn. Who has weapon blockers?
I have 5 3/3s and a 1/1. 3
0
1
ones.
0 1s. I'm sorry.
I've got 3 0/1s, a 2/3, a 3/2, and 1/1.
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Nothing happens. And I draw. My land per turn is an island. I'm going to tap 6. To play a supplement form. Return target creature to its owner's hand, and I put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. I'm gonna do your 5/5 trample haste.
You have to discard a card because you're targeting it.
It's fine.
Goes to my hand, you said?
Yes, can I have that token, please? This is a 5/5 trample haste, and if you target it, you need to discard a card. It's got ward, discard a card.
Essentially, trample haste 5/5, ward discard a card.
I will move into my combat phase from here. I'm gonna swing the 5/5 your way.
You block it with 6/0/1s.
I kill 5 of them. Pass my turn.
Alright. Untap.
Upkeep, roll the die.
Upkeep. Nothing happens. Draw. My land per turn is going to be a swamp. Ripley, do you have any flying blockers?
I do not.
I'm going to swing at you with Harrier Strix. And Sean, do you have any flying?
No.
I'm going to swing at you with a 2/3, Sean. But
One.
Ripley, you can't block this.
Correct.
So I'm going to tap 6 and Ninja Silent Blade Onion. So you're taking 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And Sean, you take 2.
Yeah, I took them too.
And then I'm going to tap 1 to play Harrier Strix again.
You're gonna do.
Does Silent Blade
Oni's
Oni's
trigger?
effect go off?
Whenever Silent Blade Oni deals combat damage to a player, look at that player's hand. You may cast non-land cards. Ah, shit. I should have hit Sean. I don't know. Oh well. Still take 6 damage. You had the most health. That was my thought process.
Yeah.
I
cheesed that.
Did I play any lands this turn? What turn? How many lands do
I
you
do
guys
not
have out?
believe you did play a land.
I don't think I played a land. I'm gonna play a land. A swamp. I can't do anything with it. And when Harrier Strix enters, I can tap target creature. I'm just gonna tap.
I have 3/0/1s, a 3/3, and a 1/1.
I'm gonna tap your 2/2 over there, Sean. I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Uh-oh. Reality shaping. When you encounter reality shaping, starting with you, each player may put a permanent card from his or her hand onto the battlefield.
What?
I'm going to put Reality Smasher back in.
I'm going to not put any permanents because I don't have any permanents in
What
my
happened?
hand.
We can play permanents for free?
You may put
Just
one.
one.
Just one permanent for free?
Yes.
I will put Sower of Discord onto the battlefield. 6/6 flying. As he enters the battlefield, choose 2 players, Ripley and Sean. Whenever damage is dealt to one of the chosen players, the other chosen player also loses that much life.
Son of a mother.
So,
let's go.
after that phenomena, we end up in Nyx. Non-token creatures are enchantments in addition to their other types. Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Draw.
What all our
Non-creatures.
creatures?
Non-token creatures.
Non-token.
Non-token creatures? They're what?
Enchantments as
Enchantments.
well.
Oh, okay.
A Drowsy Temple. 2. That'd be 7 overall. Finally get Zhulodok out. Tap for 8 to put 8 onto, well not 8, but 2 onto the stone. Tap for 1, 2, 3, 4 for Abstruse Archaic. 1, tap them, copy, activate, or triggered ability of a colorless source. That is 2 colorless spells, so I'll get 2 more
0/1.
spawns. We'll pay 1 to roll. And get nothing.
Hey.
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Nothing happens. And I draw. I'm going to tap 5 to play Sir Elenora, the Discerning, my commander. Its power is equal to the number of cards in my hand.
0.
So right now it is a 1/4. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card, and spells my opponent's cast that target Sir Elenora cost 2 more to cast. I'm going to tap 3 to play Tenacious Tome Seeker. It's got bargain, so when I bargain it, I'm going to sacrifice 1 token, one of my 0/1 tokens. And when it enters the battlefield, if it was bargained, return target instant or sorcery card from my graveyard to my hand. It's a 3/2 knight, by the way. So, one knight came in and another knight came in, so Bloodline Pretender gets 2 +1/+1 counters on it. From my graveyard to my hand, instant or sorcery. The one that I want is Supplant Form. From my graveyard to my hand. I'll move into my combat step. I'm swinging with a 5/5 trample at you, Sean.
Block with a 5/5.
They'll kill each other.
Yep. And for me, whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield, oh wow.
Triggers you missed.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
Deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Ooh. I will move into my second main phase after combat. And now I will move to my end step. It is your turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep, roll the dice. Nothing happens. Draw. I'm gonna tap 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To play Vrock. 3/3 flying. He's a bird demon, and he has toxic spores. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent I controlled left the battlefield this turn, each opponent loses 3 life.
Ooh.
I am going to now enter combat and swing a 6/5. I'm going to swing 6 flying at you, Ripley. So Sean will also... You don't have flying yet?
No.
So you'll both take 6. And then I'm going to swing Silent Blade Oni at you, Sean. 6/5.
So I take another 6?
Yeah. Unless Sean blocks Silent Blade Oni.
Here's my hand. Have fun casting anything.
Do I have to pay?
Nope.
It's free?
Yep. But
Oh,
we
it's
get to
all
copy
lands.
it if you do.
They're all lands.
We get to copy it if you
You
do.
can't cast lands,
Can't
right?
cast lands.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, yes.
You got some nice lands, right? I will also just, because I can, swing 3 more damage flying at Ripley and both of you.
I'll have to take the 3 as well. 1, 2, 3.
And then I'm going to pay 1 to roll the dice. Nothing happens.
I guess swing at you.
I am going to
No.
pay 2
Oh,
to roll it again.
roll the die again.
Nothing
Nothing.
happens. Yeah, nothing happens.
I
Alright.
saw the yellow pop up, but
Alright, I guess that will be my turn. I still have a few blockers.
upkeep.
Nothing happens.
Lampertine Shrine of the Forsaken God. So I'm going to tap Ugin's Labyrinth to return Breaker of Armies to my hand. 2, 4, 6, 8. Breaker of Armies.
It's 8/9 trample.
10-8.
10/8. All creatures able to block do so.
You know, I
No
get,
trample.
No. I get another one of these, so I'll be at 4. Whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 to all opponents. By virtue of it dealing 1 to you, I'll have to take 1 now as well.
So I gotta do 1.
And to you as well.
To me?
1 damage to you as well.
That'll trigger
How does it deal?
Glaring Fleshraker. Whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Oh, okay.
And you Sower of Discord it, me and Rip together. So it deals 1 to him and I have to take it.
Oh, okay.
You also have no max hand size for the rest of the game.
Yeah, well.
Don't forget that.
That's going to trigger Zhulodok's Cascade, which I'm going to pay 1. Tap the Abstruse Archaic, so that way I get 2 Cascades.
Copy the.
Yeah. And it's all for under 8.
So Cascade, then Cascade.
It would be Cascade, then Cascade, then Cascade, then Cascade.
Wow. For what mana?
Under 8. First, off the rip, Ugin the Ineffable, 6. Colorless spells you cast are 2 less. Second instance of Cascade. Snow-covered waste, Mirror Pool, Arid Archway. That is 8 on the money. It has to be under. Ooh, look at that. Forsaken Monument for 5. So now all my colorless creatures get +2/+2. Anything that taps for a colorless taps for an additional. And whenever I cast a colorless spell, I get 2 life. Is Cascading cast?
No. I don't believe so.
I may cast it without paying the card.
Cast. It is a cast.
It is cast. So I'll be gaining the 2 life from the monument for, hey, Ichor Elixir. I essentially have, if you would roll 1 or more planar dice, instead roll that many planar dice +1 and ignore 1. Tap at 2.
Nice.
I essentially have advantage on it.
You gain life?
Cascade 3? Your 3rd Cascade?
This is my 4th and last. Because it was
Cascade,
Ugin.
Cascade. Yeah.
Forsaken Monument and Ichor Elixir, so this is number 4.
Okay.
And it's Dreamstone Hedron.
Couple of colorless mana.
And I'm gonna shuffle it all up. I will pay 1 in order to re-roll the planar die and planeswalk.
Nothing happens when we walk away from there.
No. We get to Megaflora Jungle. Each creature with mana value 2 or less gets +2/+2. Chaos.
Would 2
Create
or
a
less?
create a 1/1 green insect creature token with flying named Butterfly.
2 or less. So now Harrier Strix, it gets +2/+2.
Yep.
So now Harrier Strix is a 3/3 and Dothy Voidwalker is a 5/4.
All 4 of those cascades were cast for colorless spells.
So you got
So-
4
And I get 4 spawns.
ones, yeah.
And technically, those would all be token creatures entering.
That get +2/+2 because they have CMC 2 or less.
Yes, but everybody would also be taking 4. Because whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield,
We took 2 already, so we take 6.
-3, Ugin, the Ineffable, put him at 1. I will destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. I will destroy Silent Blade only.
Alright.
And then I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep.
He's
Roll the planar die. Nothing happens. And I draw. I'm going to play Scavenger Grounds as my land per turn. I'm going to tap 6 to play Supplement Form. I'm going to return your Baker of Armies to your hand, and that gives me a token copy of that creature. It's a 10/8. Everything able to block it has to, yeah.
Yeah, that's not paste though.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna move into my combat phase. I will then move into my second main phase. During my second main phase, I have no actions going for me, so I'll move to my end step.
Alright. Untap.
Might Ugin confuse you?
Untap.
Everything.
Upkeep.
Fucking 1800s car parts in my head.
Untap, upkeep. At my upkeep, I roll. I shift the planes.
New Argive. Whenever a historic creature you control attacks, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
Legendary artifact.
Artifacts,
Or enchantment.
legendaries, or
Everything's
sagas.
enchantments.
A saga creature.
No, nothing's enchantments anymore.
That was
Chaos.
something Sean did.
Whenever chaos
I think.
ensues, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a historic card. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom in random order.
Alright, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna play Ground Catacomb, I'm gonna play Ground Catacomb. Taps for, it enters tapped unless you control an island or a swamp, I do. So it doesn't enter tapped, and it taps for a blue or a black. I'm gonna tap 2 black, and 5 colorless. To play Outrageous Robbery. Target opponent exiles top X cards of their library face down. I may look at them and play those cards for as long as they remained exiled. If you cast this spell, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast it. I'm gonna target you, Ripley.
What in the hell are you doing to me?
I'm exiling 5 of your cards
Is
face
that an
down.
instant or sorcery?
It's an instant.
So you have Curse of Echoes on you,
Yep.
so each of us may cast the same
Okay.
thing. I'm going to do it to you. What are you doing to me? Are you going to copy it? You have the option to copy it.
I'll copy it and do it to Justin as well.
So what are you doing to me?
I'm stealing top X cards of your library.
How many? 5?
5, yeah.
1,
You don't look. Face down.
2, 3,
I get to look at them. And you guys get to look at mine.
4, 5. I get the top 5 cards of your library now,
Yep.
and then Sean gets the next top 5.
I don't think we look at the same top 5.
You get to copy the spell too.
Yeah.
I guess that is the same top 5.
Yeah. I think we get to look at the same top 5.
Oh, okay.
And what's the spell say?
You may look at them and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast it.
Do you want to cast any of those spells?
You be first.
Well,
I'm not tight on mana.
do you want to cast any of those currently? Right now, at this point in the stack, I do not want to cast any of these cards. Do you want to cast any of those cards?
You're giving that up.
Well, I still have... I can still cast instants anytime I want to. But at this point in the stack, I don't want to cast any of those spells in that hand.
I'm gonna tap.
What does your commander do? Cascade, cascade?
Yeah, for things that are 7 or more. I want to cast your 2 diamonds.
I will tap 1 to play Witness Protection on your commander.
I'm going to tap... No, I'm not going to tap anything. What I am going to do is tap 2 and tap the Isochron Scepter to counter the Sky Diamond. Please. I'm going to countering your Sky Diamond from his, and you're getting Witness Protection on your commander. What happens to the cards from the top of your library?
Target opponent exiles the top X cards of their library face down. You may look at and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled.
So these are exiled.
Yeah, and you can play them as long as they're
And
exiled.
you have my cards exiled. I countered the Sky Diamond, so the Sky Diamond is actually going
Probably
to
in my
go into your
graveyard.
graveyard.
Yeah. But the rest of them
But
guys
the
can
Witness
still
Protection can go in there, and you have my cards exiled over there.
play. Yeah, and I can play them as long as they're exiled.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go into combat. Who's got what for flying?
Currently no flying.
Nothing.
I will swing 6 flying at you and 6 flying at you, which will be 12 to each of you. So a 6/6 at you, Sean, and then a 3/3 flyer, a 2/3 flyer, and a 1/1 flyer.
Oof.
And then I think I will pass.
Upkeep rolling. Hey.
And plane chase if you want to.
Plane
Plane shift if you want to.
Crosa. All creatures get +2/+2. Whenever chaos ensues, add Wooburg.
Oh. About the slippers.
Wooburg.
One of
Yeah.
each color.
All creatures get +2/+2.
Yep.
Holy. You guys are definitely dead next
Well, I
time.
got a 10/8 in every creature that's able to block it has to.
Whatever, that's fine. I only have 4 creatures able to block if you want to swing at me.
Seagate Wreckage. 8 for Breaker. Gain 2 life. You'll get +2/+2. My small army of spawn are 2 3s.
As long as we're on this plane.
They're actually 4 5s.
Oh. Oh, because +2/+2 from there, and then +2/+2 from there.
Mm-hmm. You want to swap for blockers?
I have a 12/10. I have a 7/7. I have 2/3s. I have a 5/4. I have a 3/6. I have a 3/3 as well.
Oh,
I've got a 3/2 and 3
Glaring Flesh
0
Raker,
ones.
so I get another spawn, and everybody takes 1, so I take 1 as well. I can attack you with 8 4 5s.
I will block 3. I will block 4 of them. So I will take 16. So all of this stuff dies. I block with Dothy as well.
You can only block creatures with shadow.
Oh, okay,
He's
so
not
I
a
have to
level
take
blocker.
4 more.
Your turn.
Untap. During my upkeep, I will roll the die, and nothing happens. And then I will draw.
Is there any creatures that have been killed while Dothy Voidwalker has been out?
Not for me.
I think this guy, and that's it.
What is he? Can I see him?
Reality Smasher.
I'm gonna tap and sacrifice Dothy Voidwalker. Can I do that on any turn, or do I have to do that on my turn?
For what?
You just tap, sacrifice him, and then I choose an exiled card an opponent owns with a void counter on it, and you can play it this turn without paying its mana cost.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, so I'm gonna sacrifice him. And put this 5/5 trample guy onto my field.
Tap. 1 to play Shadow Spear. I'm going to tap 2 to equip the Shadow Spear to my 10/8 Breaker of Armies. All creatures able to block it do so. Shadow Spear gives equipped creature +1/+1 trample and lifelink. My Breaker of Armies is a 12/10. I wanted to move into combat. Swing, say 13/11 actually with the Shadow Spear, trample and lifelink. I'm going to swing my Breaker of Armies at Yushan.
Mine's 14 12. Mine would block it.
They both die. 14, 12, 13, 11. 13 hits your 12, 14 hits your 13. Or 14 hits your 11.
Goodbye to both of them.
All creatures have to block it. I choose how the combat damage is assigned. 13 damage, yours is how big?
+2/+2. What's it?
+2/+2 from there, too.
+2/+2 from there.
So he's already +4/+4. So he's a 14, 12.
Yeah, 14, 12.
Yeah, 14 12.
I'm going to do 12 damage to that with 1 damage. Do you have any 0/1s I can kill? No, you don't.
0 1s, 0 1s.
No, they're all 2/2s.
Oh, yeah, that's
They're
right.
No, they're all
two
4/5s.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put 1 damage on something else and kill your Breaker of Armies. My Breaker of Armies is gonna die and I'm gonna gain
10.
12, 13 life.
Well, how much damage? Oh,
13
just from
life.
dealing damage. Okay.
I'm gonna gain 13 life from the lifelink. I I will be in my second main phase now, and then I will pass.
Alright. Untap.
Upkeep. Rolling the die.
Yep, I'm gonna upkeep. I roll, nothing happens. I draw a blue and a black and 3. Play Tasha. All creatures are +2/+2, so I'm just gonna swing out flyers and kill you guys.
Try it.
What do you have to blow?
Who has flying?
I have no flying.
Alright, I'm gonna swing 5, 12, 16,
Damn it.
16, 19 flying.
At me?
At you, and then it will also
And then I'll go to
it'll
Sean
deal
as well.
19 to Sean as well, yeah.
GG.
GG's, guys.
GG.